Welcome, everyone. Today we start our new podcast, and actually we continue our series of strategy talks. I'm Ramona Jurubita. I'm country managing partner for KPMG in Romania and Moldova, and I'm delighted to be joined by Petr Bucik, CEE Head of Advisory, and Tudor Grecu, KPMG Romania and Moldova's Head of Advisory. Welcome, Petr.
Hi, Ramona. Thanks for inviting me.
Welcome, Tudor.
Hi, Ramona.
Since Petr is having in this period a roadshow to visit the KPMG countries across CEE, Tudor and myself thought that it would be an excellent opportunity to discuss more with Petr about some current themes that we are seeing across the CEE region, and also to deep dive also with some specifics on the local market. So I will propose that I will start with you, Petr. And I'm curious to learn a bit more about the current business challenges that, companies that are acting in the CEE region have, and how do you see them overcoming those challenges?
Nice question. I think in the region, which covers 16 countries, for KPMG, I think all clients have been facing the geopolitical challenges. Everyone is dealing with the Ukraine, with the Middle East crisis, with the regulatory things, coming to the region across all the industries. So, and of course, everyone, and I think I can speak for all the industries, have been focusing on how to retain the top line, how to stay relevant on the marketplace, how to drive innovation, how to improve the internal operations, so be much more efficient, and are looking for more and more complex, answers to their problems. So, and everything, at the very end ends up in the digital transformation, business transformation, and adopting new technologies, and let's say also how to drive down the compliance cost and manage and go through very effectively the complexity that we have been currently facing. And this is applicable to all the industries and business lines we see today.
You are saying about top line, and I cannot, help myself not provoking you a bit more and asking you, do you actually see consistent growth on the top line for the companies which are acting across CEE? That's a general question.
Well, I think a majority of companies, they maintain the top line. The challenge is how to further grow, because the cost line is going up. So there is a never-ending hassle how to maintain the profits and increase the profitability. When I speak about the top line, it's heavily linked to the new products, services, to the new pricing models, new distribution channels, sales channels. So, in the past, before the COVID, international sales and international operations was not such a challenge. But nowadays, it's getting upper on the priority list. And KPMG was, in the past, not that perceived as a strategy house that can help clients to fix all the customer challenges and go-to-market challenges. And we are moving the direction, because digital transformation or business transformation has been made by many companies. But companies that can really focus on the top line, they are very limited.
That's great to hear. And now I'll move to Tudor, asking, of course, the same question, but, with a local flavor. If we see these common challenges, is there something which is specific to the local market?
When I first think of a common challenge, which is industry agnostic in Romania, I think first that comes to mind is the scarcity of skilled labor, of workforce in general. I think currently what adds is this uncertainty regarding the potential increase of labor taxation to address the fiscal deficit. And this, I'm afraid, will add to the complexity of retaining, attracting skilled workforce. Coming to what Petr took us through at a regional level, and on ESG, for example, globally, we look at diverging trends on regulatory and on companies' scrutiny. That being said, and sensible to the fact that there is a potential competitive disadvantage if the Green Deal does not emulate outside the European area. What we see the companies doing now is focusing on strategies, developing recalibration. And those strategies look at circular economy, look at sustainability, sustainable product offerings. And the more stringent process that they focus on relates to CSRD, especially to big companies, companies in the first wave, listed entities, large banks, and so on.
Building on what you said, Petr, earlier on digital transformation, I mean, at some point, every client would like to speak about transformation in business transformation in general. And we know as consultants that this is quite a complex exercise. And I was wondering from your experience, because you really have an extensive experience in dealing with such projects, how do clients usually approach such projects? And we would also like to emphasize some successful use cases that you have been in this area.
Well, it very much depends what kind of client we speak about, because we have many clients. We have a large international corporations that tackle digital transformation challenges differently. And then we have many family businesses, very successful private entrepreneurs that have built businesses that are reaching hundreds of millions euros. And they are reaching, the scale of potential growth, or the ceiling of potential growth, where where the digital transformation is the enabler or must-do kind of exercise to be able to expand to other markets and further growth. So before you do that, you need to start with a strategic change of the operating model. And then, of course, you look for the technology that can enable you to be more efficient and to speed up. To be able to do it, we ally with many, many companies, like many other firms, with SAP, Microsoft, ServiceNow, Salesforce. We have alliances almost with anyone, locally or globally. When we speak about the international large corporations in energy and banks, all these companies have very strong ambitions, and they have a very clear strategy what to do, and they don't need us that much to strategize with them, but their ability to execute and have things done is highly limited, with no offense. So our role is to be the catalyst and to speed up, the execution of all the changes, because the digitization goes through the very core business processes. So when we speak about energy, we digitize grid, we speak about smart metering, where you have a very technical challenges, or we speak about a back office optimization, which is a totally different exercise. But what's important is that we are able to cover all of these major aspects through quite complex alliances. And the use cases, you ask for instance, with all the renewable energy coming and decentralized energy concepts, you need to connect very quickly all the new resources to the grid. You need to do, and you'll be connecting tens and tens of thousands of new connecting points. So we use, for instance, local technology to speed up, the time to connection. Yeah, we don't do it around SAP. We do it outside of SAP because it's cheaper, faster, and you don't need many developers, and you don't have to spend too much money on it. And this is one of the many, we have hundreds of use cases.
And now looking at, again, coming from the bigger picture across CEE, I would again move to Tudor, asking you, what do you see as opportunities coming forward for the Romanian businesses present here, and what trends should Romanian businesses pay attention to?
I would start by summarizing the main trends today. So we look at what? We look at the tech race. We look at climate risk. We look at the increase in global conflict. And think just as important and probably as an effect at regionalization of trade and of investment. So having that in mind, I would see companies taking a lead on AI strategy and policies. And definitely, I would expect companies to move in the area where they take a stance on their geopolitical exposure. Not least at all, when looking into their strategies, companies should consider the fact that now and for many years to stay, the decisions around investing or location are more based on political factors than economical. But I'll go back to your question also, maybe to kill one of the red herrings in the news and in the discussions, where I don't think companies should spend time and concerns is in the area of this worry that populism would take over the European policies. It's definitely true that there is some attraction, and in some countries we see this movement towards more far-right or populist agendas. But leaving that aside, it's very clear that the pragmatic center will continue to stand in the European institutions and in Brussels.
Mm-hmm. And looking at, because both of you picked up about, the advancement in technology, and since our clients, they are also curious about how our own profession is transforming, I have a question for both of you, trying to, close our short fireside chat on this topic. How do you see the role of consultant evolving in the next couple of years, given the advancements in AI and technology in general? Petr, you, and then.
I think the role will be of course moving and changing, but I think and I strongly believe that for our clients what's very important is the human aspect of any advice they receive. I strongly believe that the most important thing is the expertise of consultants, and the expertise will be more and more profound thanks to the new technologies and tools they'll be using, but there'll be still consultants using that. Then the strength of brand is also very important for the clients, strength of the thought leadership and industry expertise. Mm-hmm. I think where KPMG is really strong is that we have developed and invested in the CEE over the last 30 years in the heavy industry expertise. And now we are closing the gap with the technology space. But without the industry expertise, no technology, no digital transformation, nothing like that can efficiently happen. Mm-hmm.
I'll gladly take the question. The way I look at it is that if we talk about technology advancements, AI included, okay? To me, as long as they are affordable or barely affordable, they are a gift. They are simply a gift. And refusing a gift is often culturally offensive. Yeah? Therefore, and for many other reasons...
In Romania,
yeah, well...
Okay.
And for many other reasons, I would definitely advise against refusing the gift. Our advisor role fundamentally doesn't change, and I agree with Peter. Fundamentally, the advisor role remains to be relevant to a specific business need, be capable to respond in a personalized way. Yes. What we have done, what we have developed in the last years, and where we invest is in our ability to better and better combine these topical and industry experts with the technology acumen. Mm-hmm. And that's where I would expect we will be for the next years.
And this is actually our bet for the future, not only in Romania, but also across the CEE region and also globally. And you will hear more from us in the next strategy talks, because we will continue our conversation on that. And to sum up, thank you, Petr. Thank you, Tudor. We are here to make a difference. We are here to make a difference in our clients' strategy. And we are here to help them, like Petr said. I will conclude with that, to help you execute your business strategy and be successful, and helping you in speeding up so that you can be successful. Thank you all. Until next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.